Hey there, Patriots. This is True Outlaw Patriot coming at you with another one on what's going on in Maui. Um, this is the police chief that resigned due to his health issues, but want everybody to check out what I got here, and we'll break it down a little bit. Again, thank you to all the new subscribers and everybody watching my videos. Please comment, like, share, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe. Hit the notification button so every time I drop a video you guys will get to know. But let's get this going.
Regret not sounding the sirens.
I do not. And the reason why, and
So many people said they could have been saved if they had time to escape. Had a siren gone off, they would have known that there was a crisis emerging. And as we know, so many bodies were found in the ground.
Do you want him to give you the answer, or
I
do you
do,
want
but
to
I
give?
wanna- I
Well,
wanna
then let
get
him
it out
finish.
there.
Let him finish his
I'm
answer.
sorry, there's a lot of people.
Well, you're talking.
Okay, now this goon right here, this big goon right here, that's the mayor. Okay, this man right here resigned. He's the police chief, and he is a filthy liar. I'm not saying that he's lying about the reasoning why he thought he shouldn't sound the alarms, because his idea was that if he sounded the alarm, that people would think that there was a tsunami coming. And the reason why I call him a filthy liar is because now the evidence has come out that on the Hawaiian website for disasters, when they have an emergency, that those alarms don't act just for a tsunami. It's for hurricanes, tsunamis, fires, whatever problems that they're having, that they need to wake the people up, contact them so they can seek shelter and escape danger. It's on their website. So he blatantly lied right here, and he's going to say it. The reasoning why he didn't sound the alarms. But let's continue.
Talking and you're not letting him talk. If you want to talk, come up here.
I'm ready for the answer.
Then wait.
You know, this man right here, for him to be the mayor, he's a very pompous prick. Excuse my language, but, you know, for him to treat people like that in the middle of this crisis, you know, for him to be so arrogant and pompous and say, you know, so wait, the guy's asking a question. This guy is flustered, and the guy hasn't even finished asking the question. But yet this goon of a mayor comes up like he's like his right-hand bodyguard, and knowing that everybody's tempers are flared, he has no compassion, like to just keep your mouth shut, let the people ask their questions. They have lost a lot more, you know, than what the regular mainstream media is saying. You know, I'm not from Hawaii. Like I said in my other video, I do have two friends that I haven't heard from in years, so I don't know if they're okay. I pray that they are, that are in Hawaii. But you know, people like that, mayors like that, regardless of the stress, he's supposed to be able to handle the stress. In my opinion, I mean, everybody involved should just be voted out. I think Hawaii, the citizens of Hawaii, of Maui, especially Maui, have suffered enough. But let's continue.
the sirens, as I mentioned earlier, is used primarily for tsunamis, and that's the reason why many of them are found, almost all of them are found on the coastline. The public is trained to seek higher ground in the event that the siren is sounded. In fact, on the website of the Hawaii Emergency Management Agency, the following guideline is provided. If you are in a low-lying area near the coastline, evacuate to high grounds, inland or vertically to the fourth floor and higher of a concrete building. Alerts may also come in the form of a wireless emergency alert. Had we sounded the siren that night, we're afraid that people would have gone Mauka. And if that was the case, then they would have gone into the fire.
Now, like I said in my other video, I kind of agree with that, with what he's saying, granted. But now that argument falls flat on its face, because the truth has come out on the website that those sirens are used also for fires. And, you know, I find it ironic that people are going to listen to what he has to say and go with it, knowing that one of the biggest threats on Hawaii is volcanic eruptions. They're always dealing with lava, which means that what comes with lava? Fire. it just baffles my mind that he thinks that had he sounded that alarm, that people wouldn't have been able to tell the difference from running outside and seeing this blazing fire and realize, okay, this is not a tsunami. And they had all the means to put this news out. They could have had it on the news. They could have had it on sirens. They could have had the police running the streets. I mean, they could have had the sirens going. They could have did so much. And this was a domino effect of, for some odd reason, and like I said in my videos, I truly believe that the powers that be took this opportunity, if not set it up themselves in some way, shape, or form. They took this opportunity to let this havoc happen. And in my opinion, it's to take over, to get rid of as many residents as they could from Maui. Because it's all over the internet, it's all over the, on a lot of mainstream platforms and social media platforms, and you name it. It just sounds like it's a big land grab, and they want to do away with the natives of that area. But let's continue.
And so that is the reason why our protocol has been to use WEA and EAS. By the way, I should also note that there are no sirens, Mauka, or on the mountainside where the fire was spreading down. So even if we sounded the siren, it would not have saved those people on the mountainside.
And you know what? And that may be on this. All right, there's no sirens there, but the people the ones that suffered were the ones on the low-lying land in Maui by the water. Now, I'm not saying that nobody suffered up in the mountains, granted, but that's just an ignorant answer to what he's saying. That is almost like diverting from what they're really asking him. Nobody asked him, all right, like the people in Maui don't know where these damn sirens are. They know where they're at. They know where they're placed. But his excuse right here, like, even if we did, nobody in the mountains would have heard him. Well, no shit. But it was the people by the water and the low-lying land that were affected, because the winds were blowing and the fire was coming towards them. Not to mention the proof of the police chief, okay, sending his goons to block people off from leaving, so they either escaped if they could and jumped into the water, or burned alive in their cars. I mean, it makes no sense the way all this took place. Not to mention, the person that's in charge of the water shut the water down and came out with the most ignorant fucking excuse, saying that it's like saying that they worship water. They could not sacrifice water. Excuse me? I mean, this is just so ignorant and pompous, and it's there's no reason to it. That there's no matter what they're saying, it's not putting enough understanding in people's minds where they can sit back and say, okay, it was all justified. It's not. Not to mention the people that are being stopped from helping the natives. You know, the media is showing you little dribs and drabs of Oprah Winfrey giving out pillows and people walking around and making it seem like it's all la-di-da-di. But if you look at the natives that are getting cell phone connection and taking their own videos and sending them in, those are the real voices. They're the ones saying that it's not 117, 111 people that passed away. No, they're saying there's hundreds, if not thousands. Children, I mean dozens of children, if not dozens, hundreds of children are missing. But I want to show you the next clip where this goon, the mayor, doesn't even have an answer for that. Here we go.
County Mayor Richard Bisson checked in on West Maui residents this afternoon and helped deliver food at the Lahaina Gateway distribution site. The mayor also held a media availability, and things got heated when one resident interjected.
Has the process slowed down, and also all the names that have been announced so far have been elderly? Are there children that have been found, and is there any hesitance to announce that, because that'll obviously just be a different level of heartbreak?
I don't know. I wish
Yes,
I knew
you
the answer.
do. How many children are missing? You know.
If I knew the answer to that, I'd be happy to answer that.
You have no estimate as to how many children are missing?
I guess
Nothing?
we can end this right now if you guys want. Sorry.
Do you see how pompous this prick is? His attitude was like, well, I don't know. I guess we can end this right now. Yo, dude. You're talking about people that want answers. Children are missing. It's like they have no database of names, of the amount of people, the amount of children. You know, if the schools were closed and the children were sent home, I mean, just the horror alone of thinking of that. Their parents went to work, okay? Their children were sent home. Now they find out what's going on. They're trying to leave work. They're being blocked from getting to the house. All these poor children by themselves in their homes, probably running and screaming and crying for their parents. And all this fucking prick right here can say is, we can end this right now? I'm sorry for cursing so much on a lot of my videos, people, but you know what? Sometimes this is the way you got to talk to wake people's asses up. You know, for this man to be the mayor, to be almost like, he almost has like this nonchalant fucking hitman attitude. Like he's some wise guy. And he showed his arrogance in the press briefing with the police chief. He's showing his arrogance here. Because I tell you what, if I was there, the guy that's asking the questions, I mean, he wasn't soft on the question. It's an honest question. It's a question that a lot of people, and what I'm not understanding is, obviously, there's not a big protest out there because everybody's still in shock. There's got to be some parents still alive that their children are missing. Where is the video for that? Where are these people going up to the... I mean, the police chief has no fucking answers. The mayor has no answers. Okay? It's like the other man that was involved has no answers. I mean, it's like nobody has answers. But yet people are missing. Children are missing. They're not getting the help. There's real estate agents coming in to add insult to injury, trying to buy property for pennies on the dollar from the people. People have not even truly started grieving. And all this man could do is say, we can end this right now. Or we can end this right here. But let's continue.
This is one of the biggest questions that the people of Lahaina have, but you don't want to answer.
It always takes one or two to ruin it for everybody.
Please, this is our first only.
Well, we can say that about you. You ruined it for everybody.
You're welcome to say it. You're the media. You can say whatever you want.
You're a disaster.
All right. Okay.
Please.
You've been the worst mayor we could possibly imagine.
You won't even wait.
Respect what? This is the most dismal response we've ever had.
You won't wait for your turn. You want to shout over these guys that are legitimate.
Why don't you give them the real answers then? Give them the real answers.
That's not his question.
Let him.
Yeah. You can go. Yeah. Oh, sorry.
You know, it's just pathetic. And, you know, one person jumped over another person to ask a question. You know, I could understand if he got upset if there was 30, 40 people bitching and screaming at, and then he would say, hold on, everybody calm down, I can't get a word out. I could understand that. But it's almost like the people that are left are there to fend for themselves. I mean, there's countless videos out there, you know, independent videos of people using their cell phones and sending out their videos, you know, showing exactly what's going on, saying the truth, saying, you know, how FEMA and the Red Cross are stopping supplies from coming in and coming up with excuses when people are coming in with with plates of cooked food, saying that it wasn't cooked in commercial kitchens, and just excuse after excuse after excuse. Tulsi Gabbard is down there on the ground. Okay? Now, I'm not trying to make this political, but where the fuck is Biden? Where's Kamala Harris? It's funny, Kamala Harris became the vice president. She doesn't make it to the border. She can't make it to Maui. She doesn't make it to Palestine, Ohio, with the train derailment. They don't go anywhere where there's a fucking disaster when it's after the fact. And at the same time, besides Donald Trump making a statement that he's being ridiculed for, oh wow, really? Where are the Republicans? Where is the emergency congressional meeting right now on the inside the Capitol, where both parties are getting together to say, listen, regardless of political party, because I've said it before, I vote Republican, I'm a conservative. 98% of the people in Hawaii are Democrat. That does not fucking concern me. These are Americans. These are human beings. These are precious lives that was lost. These are generations of children that are lost, that are gone, and their bodies are not even found. That's why they're asking, how many children? You know why? Because they cannot do a body count. If they were able to do a body count, then they could say, listen, report to say, where are the makeshift morgues? Nobody's asking these questions, which goes to, which, all right, 9/11, living in New York, in all that rubble, it was just disastrous. Hundreds of bodies were still found. I know this fire Maui is incredible, but you mean to tell me they can't do a body count? The mainstream media keeps saying 111, 117. The natives on the ground are saying no. It's well over 1,000. They said bodies were floating in the water. Who scooped up all those bodies? Or was it that the fire was so intense that need I say exactly what happened to the bodies? But even with that, you mean to tell me that no fragments? They're saying, oh, they're looking on the rubble. I get it. It takes time. But if you look at the pictures, almost everything was just, nearly ashes. What kind of a fire does that? And there's so much speculation out there that something was used to make this, to make this fire so intense. And now there's more fires breaking out in Canada. And if you look at the videos on that came out yesterday, it's almost the twin of this. There's people on boats in the water looking on land, and it looks the same as if the people were in the water in Hawaii looking on land. The intensity. It just makes you wonder, and it makes me wonder if all these people are in cahoots. Are they afraid to say the actual death count or what an estimate may be? Okay, I get it. But it's too late. The cat's out the bag. Because of all the incompetence, shutting off the water, not sounding the alarm, sending all the kids home from school, not evacuating. If you knew this fire started, if you knew there was a hurricane that was coming and the winds were blowing, was anybody competent enough to say, you know what, to get all these meteorologists together and weather maps together and satellite and say, you know what, this thing is coming fast, it's blowing hard, we need to get everybody the fuck out. Not let everybody wake up and let people go to work, and then in the middle of the day or early in the morning, whatever the case was, or before noon, say we're going to send all your kids home, and not even notify the parents, at least from what I know. But still, why did you send the kids home? Why didn't you get on the phone and say, we need to get these kids to higher ground? We need to do this. We need to get everybody out. We need to notify parents. We're putting all these kids on buses. We're sending them on one fucking straight route this way. It's almost as if they corralled everybody that they could. There's video out there of people saying that they needed to escape because every block that they were trying to go, it was blocked off by police. It was as if they were corralled in. And my opinion on that, my theory on that, with all the conspiracy going on of all these billionaires owning property, it was for a reason that all this happened like this. People need to wake up. People need to wake up. Again, my prayers to everybody involved, even for the wicked, that God will touch their hearts. Because if not, oh boy, if they don't change, if they don't, I mean, somebody's got to fess up. Somebody has to fess up. And one guy already resigned because of health issues. Why? The stress? Something tells me that either he's stressed out because he knows he knows that he messed up. As a human being, people do mess up. Or because a lot of police is even on video. I put it on one of my other videos that they were being told by the higher ups to do what they were doing by cutting off the food banks and blocking people from leaving. This came from the top, and there's a nefarious reason behind it. I'm True Outlaw Patriot. Please comment, like, subscribe, give it a thumbs up, pass it around. And as always, stay vigilant, keep praying, and keep praying for each other. Peace.